show. We getting the dough.
Hey, what's up, YouTube? This is Meg and Tina. We definitely wanted to extend a shout out to Chris, aka
Comrade. He's on YouTube. I found him not too long ago, and I just been listening to him. I can listen to this song over and over and over. He's so hot and cute, and I just cannot stop thinking about it. I'm like, this is my crush.
Comrade, yeah. I discovered his music only a few months ago, you know, but I already know all his songs because it's simply great to me.
Songs are different and unique. He got this real good look. I mean, just go check him out. But he's my crush, so you can't have him.
Comrade! Music! One!
I'm hanging with a comrade that's Brazilian. I got that kind of range, I can hit you from the building. I got that kind of aim, hit your heart, I make you feel it. I don't know what they doing, this is hard body. This the Harriet, Marcus, Garvey, and Huey. Embedded in my brain and it's running all through me.
My rhymes really come from my poetry and my political frustration as an activist in the youth.
Born in 88, spent my whole life stressing. Young adolescent, raised in aggression. You ain't on the same page, ain't a thing you can tell us. Overly rebellious, running with
key things that really made me into who I am now is realizing that slavery never ended. They teach from school Civil War and enslavement. It would be different if the Civil War was the slaves versus slave owners. The slaves win, they're no longer enslaved, and they took power. Then we'll be free. But that wasn't the Civil War. The Civil War was between slave owners of the North against slave owners in the South. It wasn't against slaves versus slave masters, so we never won. We're still enslaved. The same people who own us then own us now. They just made the plantations Walmart. They made the plantations prisons. I'm holding what I know and I'm never letting go. Amnesia, forgot it was killing season. Running with hyenas and cheetahs, we stampeding. Demons be fiending and scheming, so watch them creeping and screaming from all the victims. So many will die this evening. Negative in my visa, break even before I'm leaving. Devoted to what I'm quoting, you hear the rhythm and reason. Questioning what I'm reading, speaking what I believe in. Radical rebel, probably get executed for treason. If you real, you can relate to this. If you can't, we ain't related, kid. Man, sometimes the world just breaking on me, man. What it's gonna be? A comrade is a person who stands in solidarity with you in struggle. So when I think of comrade, I think of Huey, I think of Angela Davis, I think of Steve Biko, I think of Bob Marley, I think of Dead Prez.
Activist, artist extraordinaire, Chris Comrade Goodman is in the studio. We're going to talk about his life, his music, activism, politics, poetry, spoken word, all of that, and how it all came together to create this incredible Baltimore-grown artist. He's in the studio. We're going to play his music. He's going to explain some of these heart-wrenching songs to me. He was raised right here in Baltimore, faced obstacles similar to other young people growing up in our city, but he used the outlets like hip-hop and community organizations to address those issues. Back in 2008, Chris Goodman was awarded the Best Young Activist by the Baltimore City paper. Many of you may know him from the Algebra Project, but I'm telling you, increasingly across the world, people know him as this incredible voice, speaking truth to power and telling all of our stories through music and word.
I just want to stress early that this award represents the passion, drive, and determination of young people across Baltimore City. At 19, I'm willing to risk arrest for quality education. At 19, I'm willing to risk arrest for quality education. Many youth risk arrest every day for food and shelter. We risk arrest to survive in poverty. The cycle of poverty is rooted in poor education. Quality education disrupts the cycle of poverty, which raises employment, which strengthens families, which decreases crime, meaning less blacks and Latinos in prison. This will transform the culture of our society. But transforming the culture of our society will disrupt the big businesses of the world. The prison industry and the war machine are two major trillion-dollar businesses. An educated nation will not imprison its citizens for economic and political gain. An educated nation will not wage war, because an educated nation will understand that education equals freedom, which equals peace. If you're serious about education, it's time to organize. If you're serious about equality and justice, it's time to organize. If you're serious about freedom, it's time to organize. It's going to take grassroots organizing, it's going to take networking and community building, family building, and it's going to take young people willing to risk arrest for freedom, because we are not free. But I feel like we're at a stage where true positive change can manifest. I can feel it, but this change must come from a national movement led by young people. And I would like to wrap up with a piece of a rap I have. It's go like this. A standing child without knowledge is an adult lying down beneath flowers. Knowledge is life, knowledge is power. Thank you. And no education, no life. All right.
Back on Press Play Radio, it's your boy Jay, and we're joined on the phone right now by Comrade. What's up, man?
What's up, what's up? It was good to be on the show, man.
I appreciate you coming on. And you guys, you haven't caught the wave going on. If you're blind to the wave, Comrade is a hip-hop artist from my hometown of Bmore, and he's doing huge things. How would you describe yourself as an artist? I mean, I know you speak about stuff that's going on, but would you describe yourself as a conscious rapper or a political musician or just a hip-hop artist or a poet? Like, who would you describe yourself as?
Yeah, I mean, really like an MC who really speaks to like a global type of community, you know, not just for one particular box, you know, like really just putting a global aspect on like comrades, people who are really on the grind, in the movement, struggling to make their lives, you know, in the world a better place. So, you know, so it's that type of vibe, that type of wavelength.
Dope. Where do you get your inspiration to speak on some of these like huge issues? Like, because I know you speak on a lot of political issues, a lot of, you know, economic issues going on in your community. Where do you get the inspiration for all this?
Yeah, that really grew from me actually being in the trenches, you know, as an activist, a youth activist, and still am. In Boston Biology Project, really putting together big marches and sit-ins and protests and speaking out at events. And I've been doing that since I was like 13.
We are identifying this place as a crime scene. By their underfunding, unconstitutional underfunding, illegal underfunding of our schools, they murder us every day. Arrest O'Malley! Arrest O'Malley! Arrest O'Malley! Arrest O'Malley! Arrest O'Malley! Arrest O'Malley! Today, and she said that the mayor wants to meet with us now. Good. So, a couple weeks ago, right? A couple weeks ago, the mayor didn't want to meet with us, but now she wants to meet with us on Wednesday, right? Not today, not tomorrow, Wednesday.
They say they're not a violent group, but they are willing to fight for their people.
Yeah, they're looting the businesses, and we're wondering how long it's going to take for them to get into the residential area.
Got a job to do, you gon' do it. Anything's possible, my crew knew it. Got a whole lot to do, and I feel it, we about to blow. I'm gon' kill it. Got a job to do, you gon' do it. Anything's possible, my crew knew it. Got a whole lot to do, and I feel it, we about to blow. I'm gon' kill it. Comrades round the world know we live in revolution, it just turns slow. We shoulda had solutions 100 years ago. So fuck the Constitution, let it burn slow. Are you ready for this move? Are you ready for this move? I'm so ready for your move, girl. We're all this copacetic, living life with no regret. And are you ready to put it on another level? Less numbers never settle. Go showing my emotions explosive because I let it go. Part of me, that means it's more than me. As far as that I can see, we that deep. Feeling every slum, hood, villa, and backseat.
If these walls could talk, parental advisory, the less sober, more vulgar. Is it the circumstance or the culture? Got us behaving like vultures. Look at, listen closer. We mix the potions till we're overdosing. Unconscious but we're provoking, apologetic for what we're smoking. Regretted but
Team Comrade Music, stand up in the building.
This is just a shout out to Comrade. This is coming from Jamaica,
where you can hear all my favorite songs by Comrade.
He's a good model for other young people, and he's on it. You know, he says he's gonna do something, he does it. He is really one of the most impressive students that I've ever seen on a number of levels in terms of all the different things that he's balancing and how committed he is to these things, you know, to his hip-hop career, to his activism, and to his studies, and just to his growth as a human being.
And that they have become so wrapped around the man. So happy. Catching up to him. Oh, we bumped into his car.
Camaraderie, connected by pulse, overseas and underneath. Contagious vibe, at odds with beliefs. At arms with police, united no matter decisions of division. It's a vision heard, spoken over vivid thoughts. A familiar family of outcasts, rebellious by nature.
We on the bus, on our way to DC. You know who we be. There go.
I'm doing what's best for me. When I say Comrade, y'all say music. Comrade, Comrade. When I say music, y'all say movement. Music.
We gonna test it out. Is anybody here for Comrade? Yeah. Wait. Stop. Can we try that one more time? Is anybody here for Comrade?
So your first song, just introduce you, jump in, man, sure, right?
Full of dinosaurs, we got Osega, man, on the drum.
Yeah. Start from the first song, the ending of Strolling and Transforming.
Brought a mic in the living room with the fireplace and all that, and we just jammed.
Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, we gotta say Comrade, y'all say music, Comrade, Comrade, I say Comrade, y'all say music, Comrade, Comrade, I say Comrade, y'all scream music, Comrade, Comrade, when I say Comrade, y'all scream music, Comrade, Comrade.
ComradeMusic.com. Yo, get with me. See what it is. Peace, people.
Ever since I was just a young boy, I always chased my dreams. I know I'ma do my thing. I know I'ma do my thing. So please don't stand in my way. I know where I'm supposed to be. Yeah, I hope y'all walk with me. I hope y'all walk with me. Before the crowds got excited, before the core fans, bands open the nightest. Way before the Too Loud track with Midas. I grew up where 5-0 was never invited. Feeling slighted, that's why they were rolling and lighted. At their highest, I would take my time to write it. Used to recite it to my brothers and see if they like it. Now comrades overseas are saying they like it. Young one, look how far that I've come and overcame. There's nothing that you can't overcome. I pour the pain from my lungs and I put them over drums. It all starts from the brain before it hits the tongue. A bum what I could've been, or I could've stayed in that cell that it took me. And I rap for the trap that would've, could've, should've been. So hip hop heads like, yeah, it's getting good again. Ever since I was just a young boy, I always chased my dreams. I know I'ma do my thing. I know I'ma do my thing. So please don't stand in my way. You know where I'm supposed to be. I hope y'all walk with me. I hope y'all walk with me. Mind over matter, nothing else matters.